A very good morning and Om Shanti to all of you. And before we go ahead with this beautiful Baba's blessing regarding stability of our mind and our mood, let's go ahead and find out what exactly are we doing over here in the yogasanas. Flexibility, tired and sleep. Have a look over here in 11 videos. So let's go ahead and find out what Baba has to say today. In this Vardhan, Baba is trying to tell us that if you keep my company, then Maya, that means the weakness within us, will leave us. And the main reason why we have mood swings, why we are suddenly happy, why we are suddenly excited, and the next moment we are sad, or we are finding faults, or we are finding weaknesses within, or we are thinking continuously about those things which have happened in life, is because our connection is somewhere loose. So let's find out what Baba has to say in today's blessing. Baba says, may you stay away from the rubbish. May you stay away from the rubbish of Maya on the basis of having remembrance and become constantly cheerful. So that's the method of being cheerful, that we need to be in company of God the Father and stay in His remembrance. Let's go into details. No matter what type of situation comes in front of you, every home, every situation is there in everybody's life, be it financial, be it relationships, be it your health. It can be anything, be it your workplace, be it your business. There are situations every single day. No household is there which doesn't have any situation. So Baba says, no matter what type of situation comes in front of you, just leave it to the Father. Leaving it to the Father doesn't mean that you stop thinking about it, but to think right. That means, let's say you are having a friend in your life whom you look up to. That means that person is always energetic, always full of values and virtues, always giving you the right suggestion and giving the right wisdom. So, will that person be always there for you 24/7? No. But God the Father is somebody who can become your companion, your friend, whom you remember at any moment. You remember His words of wisdom, you connect to Him, and His values and virtues rub onto your mind. You are a soul, soul has the mind and intellect. God is a soul, God has His own mind and intellect. When you remember Him, His telepathic vibrations enter your mind. That means they enter the soul and purifies a mind where we are looking for answers from the eyes and the ears and trying to find the solutions. God gives us the answers from the sixth sense, beyond our five senses. So Baba says, say from your heart Baba. Baba is a Hindi word for God the Father, and the situation will finish. It will become lighter. So, to say the word Baba from your heart is magic. God is known as the magician. We generally say that God can actually make dead people alive, but God doesn't make a dead person alive. If He would do that for one person, He'll have to do it for many other people, right? But here the word dead means spiritually dead. Somebody who's always sad, somebody who's always complaining and blaming and always in a mood off situation, or is always unhappy or discontented, that is a dead soul. Soul never dies, but that situation of the soul is like a dead form, not alive. Yes. So if God is remembered, then suddenly those powers and energies start coming into the soul, and the soul feels alive. The mood is better. You find solutions to your issues which are surrounding you, and you come out of them with bright colors. That means with God's light. So that is an alive soul. So Baba says, Maya first of all makes you forget the Father. That's what it does. Maya means laziness. Maya means the weaknesses within us. Could become competition, could be feeling sad, could be feeling belittled by your own situations or by somebody doing better than you, by comparison and competition, and many other things. On a bigger scale, lust, greed, anger, as we have discussed in many other videos. Those things are Maya. But for your repetition, for your remembrance, lust, greed, anger, ego, jealousy, and many other things are Maya. So Baba says Maya first of all makes you forget the Father. That means we become too focused on the issues, on the problems, on our weaknesses. Why am I so sad? And we find more and more negative answers for why am I sad. Then I can find answers because of him, because of her. If that person didn't do this, I would be happy. If that person didn't do that, I would be happy. If this wasn't the situation, I would be happy. If the weather wasn't like this, I would have been happy. So when we look for why I am unhappy or I have a bad mood, it automatically points to the person or the situation or the thing or the country or the weather or anything around you. So God says that's the time you've forgotten me. But if you remember me, then you stop blaming others, and then you are in the right state of mind. So Maya first of all makes you forget the Father, and so simply pay attention to this aspect. Very important. And you will experience yourself to be like a lotus. See, a lotus is always in muck, but the muck can never come onto the lotus. It just slips away. Even if somebody tries to move the muck onto the lotus or throws the muck onto the lotus, it just slips off from the lotus, right? Why? Because the lotus is pure. It has a slippery surface. Similarly, our mind and intellect should not keep those words or those situations so attached in our mind that we keep on remembering them, and we don't let that muck go. We can only let the muck go when we get the love and the happiness from God. Otherwise, we keep that muck in front of us, finding solutions, finding why, when, what, where, how, who. And the more we do that, the more the muck we are putting onto ourselves. So God says, the only method is remember me, I'll give you the love and the happiness. You won't get the love and the happiness by remembering the muck, right? You remember me, I'll give you the love and the happiness, and so easily the muck will just slip away from you. You'll be able to let go of those situations, let go of those people in your life, and so Maya will not disturb you and your mood will become better. Then Baba says, on the basis of having remembrance, you will remain constantly beyond the rubbish of the situations of Maya. Situations will come, but those will be like rubbish. You will be away like a lotus. It will slip off. You will never come into upheaval. You will never come into upheaval. Why, when, what, who did that? That is upheaval about anything, and will constantly have one type of mood, that is cheerful. Who likes to be with a person who's always in a mood swing? Suddenly they're happy, suddenly they're excited, and suddenly the next moment they're down. You'll be scared of that person. You'll never want that person to be around you, or you'll never want to be around that person, isn't it? So what kind of person do you want to be? Somebody who's always cheerful, or somebody who's pinpointing, finding faults, why, when, what, here, what? And that's how people try to avoid you, whether they are your own people at your home, whether they're people at your workplace. If you're not cheerful, if you're finding faults, if you're not connected to God, you're not in remembrance. While working also, yes, that's what we learn in Brahmakumaris, how to do meditation while at work, how to do meditation while doing your business, how to do meditation while cooking as a housewife, and everything. That's known as Karma Yoga, where you don't have to chant anything, where you don't have to actually have a rosary in your hand. You can have the rosary of remembrance in your mind connected to the Supreme God Father. So I leave you with this beautiful Vardhan. Have a blessed day. Stay safe. Stay home. Om Shanti.